We were doing canyoneering. So canyoneering is where you are in kind of a narrow slot canyon where there's a river going through it, and you're doing rappelling and walking through the water and a little bit of rock climbing. So we did this canyoneering adventure. They said you had to swim, but actually we didn't swim at all. I was a little disappointed in that. It was wading and going down rappelling down waterfalls. So we definitely got wet, but we didn't actually swim. And I think, with swimming, it's like we weren't actually floating at any particular time. So in this one, I am getting ready to go off the cliff, right? He says, I'm harnessed in, and he's like, wait, well, smile for the camera. I'm like, okay, smile for the camera. Meanwhile, I have this huge cliff I'm about to go over. So glad that I teach this idea of calming, because one of the ways you can go down is just be like, whoa! I'm not that kind of person. I have to take the breath, center myself. In this case, feel into my harness, right? This harness, I ask the question, am I lowering myself down? Is the guide lowering me down? And I kind of felt into it. Am I just free falling here, or is this rappelling? It was rappelling, so I had a nice even state with going down, figuring my way down this waterfall. So fun. And into the waterfall. So there's me going down, steady by steady by steady, after I watched Brody do it, and Bruce. I think he was the last one to go, and he loves this rope stuff. So it's right up his alley, as a firefighter. Right up his alley. But totally new and challenging for me to stand at the top of a waterfall and not know how it's going to be. Similar to what I did in the boat, I had to take a moment and say, all right, I'm just going to be here, and I'm willing to feel what gravity feels like. Oh, in the case of the rappelling, what gravity feels like is a rope that is catching me and lowering me down slowly. In the case of the waterfall, what it feels like a slide, really fast, and water in your nose, and then out and clear. But I did just really ground myself, and I'm willing to be here for it. That prevented me from freaking out, from having a panicky moment in the face of this challenge. And it's because of the practice that I've had in so many other areas of my life to be able, even in something that I know a lot of the other things around this very well, but I hadn't done this particular thing, this particular canyoneering before, or that particular waterfall before. So when we practice our mindfulness in motion in other areas, we get to apply it to other joyful, fun things. With your 23-year-old kid. Yay, us!